Yes, I'm live. Hello, everyone. Oof, very muddy waters here. This is very muddy lighting. The whole thing. All right. While we wait, let's get rid of that. There we go. Ooh. Oh, dear Lord. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I have not been on YouTube at night in a while. So, hi, Radical Fanatic. What goes on? Let's see. Does that lighting make it any better, or I knew it was going to be a hot, glowy mess. Well, I'd rather be all glowy than all muddy. Hi, Muriel. How are you, dear? Let me just set myself up here. How's everybody doing this beautiful Friday evening? I hope it's a beautiful Friday evening for all of y'all. I hope it is. But how are you guys doing? This is my mom hair. Don't care. Whatever. I don't know what it is. What's going on? Radical Fanatic. I got my license since we last talked on a car. Applied at Walmart. Having fun. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Let's do a slow clap. That's awesome. Congratulations. I remember when I got my license. It was an exciting event for sure. What kind of car did you get? To be honest with you, I'm asking that to be polite. You could tell me a Ford Sentra. I don't really know. I don't know the difference between cars. What color is it? Let's do that. A Volvo. That sounds amazing. Is it a good car? What color is it? What color is it? Muriel says, fine, thank you, Brie. And you? I am doing well. Am I? I'm like, wait a minute. You know how and hey, Lisa, it's golden, a Volvo. That sounds fabulous. They remind me of my son, Frankie. If you ask him what his favorite color is, first he'll tell you it's the Met colors, red and orange, blue and orange, and then he'll say, and golden. He loves golden. Because he thinks he's going to be like this big, not to say he won't, but like a really big, famous YouTuber, like the YouTubers he watches on YouTube. And I hear Walter too. I hear him too. Shut up. And he wants to buy golden chains. He's going to buy me a fancy car and big houses. He has big plans, big houses, big purchases. I'm like, buddy, shoot for the stars, the moon, all those good things. Maybe you will be. Because, they watch like these really successful people on YouTube who like buy literally private islands and all that stuff. So that's what he wants to be when he grows up. I'm like, that's great, but maybe let's have a plan B just in case. Hey, babe. Michael's saying, hey, gang. Hey. Sorry. But yeah, I have not been on YouTube. Well, I was on this today. Today I did a live on my Just Breizy channel, on this channel. But I haven't been live at night in quite a while, actually. So I was excited to sort of come back on and say hello and see who's around. Sorry, I'm distracted. I hear voices. I see dead people. What else, though? What else have you guys been up to? I'd like to say it's an adult beverage, but it's not. Who is out? I'm sorry. Hold on one second. Michael. I'm sorry. Are the kids outside in the backyard? I'm yelling. He's right here. Babe, are the kids outside in the backyard? Because I hear something outside of my window. I'm in the basement. Can you go check that? I feel like I hear the kids in the house. They're not outside. Yeah, there's something going on outside the basement window where I am. So if you could maybe grab a sharp object and check that out. You'll check? Guys, let's hold tight. We might see something pretty. wonder if it's an animal. Well, I mean, he's taking forever. No, there's totally something outside my window. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little freaked out. This is riveting, I know. It's windy as... My friend Jackie says it's windy. I can't comment on YouTube. I know Jackie can't comment on YouTube. I still don't understand. I can't even continue unless I know what's going on. I saw a form outside of the window. Michael! Something's blowing around. Maybe. Jackie's saying something's blowing around. Could be. How do I get I want to know that my friend Jackie is here, but I don't want to hear the ding. Okay, there we go. Maybe something's blowing around. In my mind, it's nothing. Michael says it's nothing. Okay, in my mind, it was a fugitive from what I'm not really sure. With a very big knife. I know it's nothing to joke around, but that's where my head goes. I'm going to stop looking over there. Whatever. You guys are all here to protect me. And Michael says maybe it's just the wind. Maybe it is just the wind. I don't know. Radical Fanatic says, my dad always told us, my dream for you is to be successful. As long as you're successful in life, I'm proud. I love he told us that. Can I just tell you, I know I kind of said that joking around. That's awesome. That's all you could want. Hold on. Your parents to say to you, right? 100%. And I say that to my kids, like, as long as you're happy in life, I tell them this too about who they end up with. I'm like, I don't care who you end up with. I don't care what they look like, what gender they are, what color they are, as long as you love them and they love you and they treat you with respect and I don't need to like slice their tires for any reason, we're good. Like there's no pressure on that point. And the same thing with success, like do what makes you successful. However, when my child's A plan is to be a successful YouTuber and own a private lying island and quote, get dollar bills, y'all, and have golden chains. I feel like as a parent, part of my job is to say, yes, but maybe a plan B. That's all I'm saying. Just maybe a plan B. Right? I don't know. So guys, I had shown this on a few lives I did over on Facebook. I am now a proud member. I don't know why I'm holding my hand up like I'm taking an oath. Who is this kid? I know. That's our kid, Frankie. Babe, you didn't know this? He wants to be the next Unspeakable, who is a guy on YouTube. Radical Fanatic says, just remember when they are teens. Yeah, I know. You'll still have to teach them all about college and applying for jobs. I can't even imagine having children in college. A few years ago, I couldn't even imagine having an almost fifth grader and now an almost first grader. So I can't even believe somebody let me have kids. Kidding. So I'm on a mom soccer team, not soccer. I want to play soccer, softball team. If Jackie's still here, Jackie, I'm so sad that you didn't join. And our first game is Sunday. And this is our team shirt. Do you get it? Instead of bitch, please, it's pitch, please. I know. I know. But that's the name of our team. Pitch, please. Pitch, please. Number 1. Do you have a mom sports fan? I don't. I made a very stupid decision a couple of months ago, 6 months ago. Jackie says she loves it. Jackie, and Jackie, I got 2 Jackie. Jack's Dag. Jackie. I love it too. See, Michael, my husband, hates the name Pitch Please because at first he didn't get it. Hi, Dave. Dave says he loves the shirt. At first, Mike is like, I don't get it. Pitch, please. I'm like, because you're saying it wrong. You have to say it with attitude. Pitch, please. Pitch, please. And then he's like, oh, that's still awful. I'm like, it wasn't my suggestion. I think Dave says that's why he loves it, because it's truly awful. I think my suggestion was mother, something about balls. Mother, it was something with mother and balls. I don't know. It was funny though. I thought it was funny. Got some laughs. But then we went with pitch please. Pitch please. Whatever. But I want to put on the back of it, because some of the moms are putting like their nickname or their last name. I want to put Breizy. Such a loser. I know I'm such a loser. Such a loser. Radical Fanatic says, I agree, Mike, but you have to love it because how much Brie loves it. I know. Again, I have this fancy, when you have a hair, like you shed and there's that hair that's like either in your face or like right now under your, I feel it. I just can't get it. I enjoy the color. Okay. I do like a good MILF of Magnesia. Oh my God. This is why I love my friend Jackie so much. I love her. So my friend Jackie, I always have my friend Jackie and Paul's story. Years ago, we went when we had like a life and we did things. Phantom hairs. Ugh, I know. They always like shellacked to my face. We went to a roller derby game, and I so badly, I've told you guys this, inside of me, I think maybe that's where the pink hair comes from. There's a roller derby girl wanting to break out. I think I'm 20 years too late, but it wants so badly to break out. And like, I wanted a cool name. I think, isn't this where it came from, Jackie? Am I getting? So anyway, Jackie came up with MILF of Magnesia. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay, I think it's hysterical. Okay. Whew. MILF, mother I'd like to. And Magnesia, am I saying that right? Like instead of milk of Magnesia. Sorry. Oh, I'm sure I'm not drunk. I just think it's so funny. Okay. Okay. Oh, MILF of Magnesia. I can't even say it. Okay. Shit. But yes, that's what I'm going to get put on the back. The kids are going to be there. They're going to be like, what's MILF mean? I'll be like, nothing. Mommy is loud, funny. I don't know. I'll make up something. Okay. Jackie said, you're killing me tonight. You're killing me, Jackie's texting me because she can't comment. Mike says, but Dave and Radical, they were throwing out so many awesome, fun names, and this is what they decided on. Sigh. Pats Mike on the back. Happy face. Mom says, you're going to start snorting. I know, Mama. Hi, Mom. Dave says, Mike, I'm guessing this is softball. In my opinion, it's the perfect softball name. I know. I mean, it works. There were some other really good names. Okay. Radical Fanatic says, or they do know, but they don't say. Yeah, no. My kids would not know what that means. Firefly Farm. Hiya. Hiya. Who's Firefly Farm? Do I know you? I feel like I do. I'm sorry. This needs to be alcoholic and it's not. I'm still stuck on that. I'm sorry. I think that does need to go on the back though. MILF of Magnesia. The best is she has me in her phone as such, which I love. I'm so honored to have that. Oh, Lori, there you go. Lori in NY. Yes, we're on the same meds. That's how we connect. Yes. Oh, what a crazy, wacky world. Okay. Whew. So question for you then, Michael, because you're just so much better at the names. Anybody, if you were part of a softball team or, I don't know, baseball, soccer, any of that, what would you name your team? what's the name you would throw in the ring? We did have some really good, I'm trying to remember what the hell they were. Ball breakers, I think was one. Ball breakers. They were all like, I can't remember. There was a whole list of them. And then one of the moms was like, but are they going to take us seriously with that name? We're playing a mom softball league. Is this a serious thing? Oh, they probably won't take us seriously. But then we got the roster of like all the other team names, and they were right in there with us. Like, Pitches Be Crazy. That's another team name that we're going to play again. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah, wait a minute. Jackie, did you just, I looked at my text and it says Pitches Be Crazy. Are you saying that because I said that, or did you say that? I can't. One of the teams is Pitches Be Crazy. But you have to say it in such a way, like pitches be crazy. You got to throw up the hands. Pitch, please. Like, it's just, I need help. You got to start touching my eyes. Oh, oh, dear God. Dave says, where will Pitch Please be playing? Pitch Please will be playing in Plain Edge at, where are we playing? The thing is back. I'm not convinced it's, the wind. In Plain Edge, on 107, there's like this little like town hallish looking building. Maybe it's town hall. I don't even know what the building is. It's like a town hallish building. It could actually be town hall. And in back of that, there's a field. I had no idea. So we're going to be playing there. Who knew? Radical Fanatic said the back should say there should be alcohol. Wait, there should be alcohol in this. There should be. Say it again because it doesn't make any sense to me. Say it again. That one is way better. Which one is way better? Lisa said, I used to manage for the Seaford High School and you miss it a lot. I'm just looking over seeing Jackie's crying emojis. I can't. You should look into doing that again, Lisa, getting involved with like some sort of team, doing all that. Lisa would name it the Pink Ladies. That's fun. That is a fun name. Firefly Farm said she stayed in bed all day. I hope it was a good stay in bed. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes, like, depending on life, you could stay in bed all day and it's lovely. But then sometimes you're in bed all day because, like, you feel sick or just you're not doing great. So I hope it's not an I'm not doing great in bed. I hope you're doing okay, but that you just decided to stay in the bed. Radical Fanatic said, those one players, my feet are falling asleep. The Radicals. We could have been the Radicals. Lisa said softball team. Pitches Be Crazy. Michael. Pitches Be Crazy. That's what we're saying. Is Mike. All right. Who is outside the window? I sound like a crazy woman. Somebody just knocked outside the window. Shit's about to get real. Babe, I don't. Is Mike going to be your coach? Hell no. Hell to no. Radical Fanatic or Pitches Be Cray Cray. Pitches Be Cray Cray. We could do that. Age. Firefly Farm says age. My age, 42. I'm going to be 43 soon. Boom. Going to be 43. Jackie. Jackie, where are you going with that? Jackie says, can you not say snatch? I mean, I just said snatch. I don't know if they're putting that on a shirt. I can't. And Mike says there's no one out there. Okay. I don't fully believe that, to be quite honest with you. Nice snatch. I can't. I need tissue. My friend Jackie says she would name her team Nice Snatch. This is why I love, you got to have that friend. Just love her. Radical Fanatic says, maybe it is the wind. All right, I'm going to say it's the, I don't know. Radical Fanatic says, really 43, you look so good. Thanks, because I feel like shit. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate that. Thank you. My body feels like it's like 83. I'm so sore. I'm so sore. I sit down and I get up. I'm like, oh, because we did softball practice a few times last week and the week before. I don't know who I thought I was. And then I worked out with a bunch of fourth graders for a Girl Scout event using these. And my daughter was like, this is so easy. And then the next day she was like, I want to do it again. And I woke up and I was like, oh my God. Seriously. Thighs. I got parts of my body. I'm telling you that I'm not quite sure what it's called. And it just hurts everywhere. It's a good hurt. It's a good hurt, but it hurts. Jackie, you have to text something else because I just keep looking over and seeing Nice Snatch and I can't get past it. Oh, okay. Sorry. My nose is running. Jackie Dag says bat swingers, ball breakers, ball smashers. Yeah, ball breakers. That was one of them. I thought that was funny. That was cute. Ball smashers. That's a good one. Mike says it is extremely windy out there. I get it. Firefly Farm says, I went to Butterfly Conservatory in Massachusetts. When? What? That sounds lovely. When did you do that? It is windy there. Windy in Hudson Valley here. Oh, you're in Hudson Valley. Yes, it is very windy. Radical Fanatic says, I feel like people should give more compliments in life. Wouldn't that be lovely? Thank you, Jackie. Wouldn't that be lovely, though? I agree. I'm not going to go look. I hear it. It's windy. I was out there picking up my kid from soccer. Oh, Jackie, when I don't know if Paul's with you, but as soon as she got like in distant, like close enough to me, she's like, Mom, I saw Paul Parker. I saw Paul Parker. I'm like, did you say hello? She's like, I think he heard me, but I'm not sure. But I did say hi to Paul Parker. He's always going to be Paul Parker. Always. Paul Parker. She just can't call him Paul. Paul Parker. It's all right. But yes, I do believe people should give more compliments. 100%. Like there are so many times I will give somebody a compliment, like a genuine compliment. Oh, that's a really great shirt. I like your hair. La la la, whatever it is. And then sometimes they'll say, oh, you know what? I was going to say to you. And part of me wants to be like, well, why didn't you? Or like, no, you could just take a compliment. You don't have to throw one back at me. I appreciate it. But honestly, right? How many times do you see somebody? I think I've told you guys this. I'm pretty sure. I think I may have freaked somebody out in Target once. Jackie said he's at Mason's football game right now. Mason's playing football? Holy Hannah. I don't know. Wait a minute. Did I know that? I may have known that. I don't know if I knew that. Flag football? I don't like tackle. I don't want him to be tackled. Flag. Oh, excuse me. Dear Lord. Radical Fanatic says, Bree, you look so good. Thank you. And I love all your videos. Thank you. Some teach and some are fun, but they're all great. Thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. I have to tell you, I am really a hot mess. I have things in my eyeballs. Susan. Hello, Susan. I can't tell you how much I love that type of a compliment on my video stuff. Because there a lot of times when I do like the more serious videos, mental health stuff, and I get like comments from people or emails from people I don't know, and thank you so much. This really helped me. That truly has been like the best compliment because I don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm not sharing all of my inside my Dear Diary thoughts for no reason, so thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, so wait. My son's a freshman in college. How is that? I cannot even I can't even imagine when our kids are college age. Dear Lord. We got new couches. All right. Remember Target, Lady in Target compliment. We got new couches a couple of weeks ago because I was telling you guys our couches look like something that, like, I don't even know if we could donate any. They were in such bad shape, to the point where Mike was taking, and I'm not even kidding, electrical tape and like taping them and like, yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm like, what? When you have to tape together your furniture, it's time, right? So, wow, it's gone. It's totally gone. What were you saying? Something reminded me of couches. Son of a bitch. Hi, friend. Oh, mother. Something about couches. I can't, it's gone. Like, it's just gone. Compliments. Duct tape is the new look. I'm trying to, but I was going somewhere with couches. It's gone. It's absolutely gone. Firefly Farm says, are you live on another platform? I don't see comments. Yes. So I usually, wait, you don't see comments where? On this? Is that what you're talking about right now? Explain that to me. Radical Fanatic says, well, anyway, how's your day, Brie? I know there was something about the couches. I got to let it go. I got to let it go. But I can't. Target. Okay, Jackie, thank you. I'm going to go in Target. Maybe the couches will come back to me. Couches are gone. Maybe they're just a rest stop. Bum. Oh, okay. Then Target couches. Thank you, Dave. For some reason, that reminded me. We were talking about your kid being in college. I was saying to Mike that when we first got our couches, I was pregnant with my daughter, my first child, who's going to be 10 now. So like 10 years later, our couches are falling apart and we're taping them together. And I'm like, in theory, right, our next set of couches, maybe in another 10 years, my kid will be 20 years old. And my other kid will be 16. I'm like, what? And I'll be in my 50s? This all came from couches, mind you, that it just like I was playing out 10 years from now. And I'm like, where will Walter be? He can't ever die. Walter's my dog. He can't ever die. Anyway, okay. I know that was riveting. Target. So I want to say maybe last year, maybe it was even before pandemic. I don't know if anybody can remember life before pandemic, but nothing's wrong with your 50s. I'm sorry. My husband's in his 50s. I'm sorry. It's just when you're not in your 50s, like when I wasn't in my 40s, it was like 40s. What in the hell? And now I'm in it. I'm like, all right, I'll feel the same way when I'm in my 50s, but I'm sorry, Dave. Sorry, babe. All the people who, when I was in Target, I know, Walter, I can't. If anything ever happened to my dog, please just come check on me every single day because he's my baby. Anyway, Target, happy place. There was a woman in Target. I definitely think I told some of you guys this, and she had sick looking arms, like sick in a good way looking arms. They weren't too like, but they were strong. Like she was toned. She just looked really, oh no, Jackie, my phone died. Come back to me, Jackie Parker. My phone died. Sorry. So she had really nice arms. And I'm like, you know what? Instead of just looking at her like a stalker, I went over to her and I'm like, excuse me. And she's like, yeah. I said, you have really nice, arms. And she's like, oh, thanks. Like that's a weird thing. I am well aware that is a weird thing to say to people. Oh, thanks, babe. It's too short. Yeah. But But so I complimented her on her arms because you got some thanks, babe. Because I always like in my mind, like I want to have toned arms. So I was just like, can you tell me how you did that? And I think I freaked her out a little. Part of her may have thought I was hitting on her, if whatever. But I think it was probably just a weird thing to go up to somebody and compliment their body part. But it wasn't like I was complimenting like her boobs or something. It was her arms. So I kind of feel like I'm all right with that. You're getting me an extension cord for the phone charger. You're the best. Jackie, don't leave. But anyway, so yeah, I didn't make a good friend or anything like that. But thank you, babe. We all creep closer and closer to old age, but some are closer than others.
Whatever. What is? Who was that again?
Radical fanatic. I think he's calling you old.
Very. Whatever. Is that what you were hearing?
Do you hear it? And then I look up and I see something like in the window.
Yeah. Oh, what are you seeing in the window?
Well, now it's like pitch black, but when it wasn't pitch black,
it was
pitch please.
Oh, so stupid.
We're so dumb. We're so dumb. Pitch please, and I can't not say it with my hands out. Pitch please. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. You guys gonna come and watch my first softball game? Ah! If you do cacks and stuff, because I just feel like I'm gonna hurt something. I keep saying that. If I keep saying that, I probably will, right? Like you psych yourself out. I did really well. I did really well during practice. I'm just nervous. Where's the apple sign? There it is. Drinking seltzer. Susan said, about our shows. Did you ever watch Handmaid's Tale? No. My daughter-in-law said to watch it. Okay, I've heard so many good things about Handmaid's Tale, but we don't have whatever channel it's on. I don't know what it's on. It's not on Netflix. Jackie, are you there still? It's not on Netflix. So I don't know what it's on, but we don't have it. Dave says you need to do that every time your team scores a run. Yes. When they come in, we'll be like, pitch please. Sorry. Hulu. Is it on Hulu? $5.99 a month. Radical Fanatic says, I feel like one day we just need you and Mike on the couch in a live stream. One day. Jackie said, did she have nice boobs? Funny enough, I don't remember if she did. I just remembered she had really nice arms. Oh, crap. I cannot. Have any of you, Jackie sent me a little Will Ferrell from Elf, and he's like, no, and that's all I'm seeing right now. Have any of you done anything recently where you were just reminded, I mean, Radical Fanatic, I know that you're not up there in age, but have any of you done anything recently where you're like, oh, I thought that was going to like go much better than it did, but now it's not because I'm older? Anybody? That's how I have been with this whole softball thing. 100%. I truly, in my mind, I was like right back to playing when I was younger. But the pain after asking hard-hitting questions over here. Oh, Radical Fanatic said driving. I know Radical just got his license. Whoop, whoop. That's amazing. Oh my God. I'm trying to remember. I can remember the first time driving on a parkway. I was on the southern state, and I'm like, why is everybody passing me? I'm going 60 miles an hour. And then I realized that's everybody was like, whoosh, and I was in the left lane going 60, like 10 and 2 are those the numbers? 10 and 2 you're supposed to be at? Now I'm just like laid back, but I was like this. I was so scared. And I drove a stick shift. So forget it. I was like, like it was hot mess. Oh, dear God. Dave says, I'm about to undertake a major landscaping project in my girlfriend's yard. Part of me thinks this will go okay, but I'm actually know it's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be great, Dave, because you're a smart guy. You pay attention to detail, I'm sure. You're going to be in pain the next day, so be prepared. Jackie said she laughed so hard earlier that her back hurt. I've done that. No joke. Not my back, but where like your stomach muscles hurt because that's when you know though. Like laughs like that are so good sometimes where you hurt from laughing so much or your cheeks hurt. I love that. Radical says, imagine all your kid becoming independent. No. What will you do next in life, Brie? Why are you asking me all these questions, Rad? Susan said I pulled weeds. That was enough. No joke, though. Pulling weeds, they say, like, you have to be careful with that. Your back, everything. Like, Mom says you could do like me and get a motorcycle. Yeah. So my mom, Radical, you'll enjoy this. My mom, when we were sort of all out living our best lives, she got herself a motorcycle, but it wasn't Mom, what was it called? A Spider? Where it had two wheels in the Mom, was it a wheel in the front and two in the back, two in the front and one had three wheels. Mom says yes. I gave a bunch of options in there, Ma. Oh, my nose. And she was like, and she was like a crazy motorcycle. She's in a motorcycle game. Three-wheeler, yes. It was called the Spider, and it looked like something from like a Batman movie. I actually loved it. I didn't go on it, but it was so freaking cool. And it looked like two in the front. It was two wheels in the front and one big wheel in the back. And Mom was just like, biker grandma. You want one? You should. You definitely should. But yeah, what will I do when my kid? Maybe I'll become a famous YouTuber and buy a private island like my son wants to. The dollar bills, y'all. That's what he did. Dollar bills. I'm like, dude, stop. Goom was crazy cool on that thing. Yes. Everyone calls my mom Gooma or the Goom. She was like a crazy motorcycle with her leather chaps. Did you have leather chaps? For some reason, that just sounds terrible. No gangs or clubs. I don't believe that. I believe you were part of something, Mother. Excuse me. Radical says, we are starting to become independent, and I feel like my mom doesn't know what to do anymore. She kind of just walks around the house doing nothing now. That is so sad. That's so sad. Rad, you're like a glimpse into the future, and it's making me sad. Okay, so people that have, I have Jackie from down the block, Jackie on the phone, Jackie Parker. Jackie from down the block, I know you have a son. Is he a teenager or early 20s? But we need to think about this. Take a little page out of Radical Mom's book over here. We got to think about this. When our kids are older, even though I don't want to think about that, what are we going to do? You're the teen representation here. It's represent. But what are we going to do when our kids grow up? I have to be honest with you, in all honesty. Wait, Firefly Farm. I'm just going to call you Firefly. Next time I pet your dog or cat, use the back of your hand instead. Feels weird. Okay. I'll do it. What made you think of that? I'll do it. I'm sure it does feel weird because usually you use this part of your hand to pet things or touch things, right? What made you think of that? Were you just doing that? I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Mike says it sounds like an amazing situation. Jackie's going to day drink. Jackie, then we could just go whenever we want to go for avocado toast. We don't have to like schedule shit. We could just go. Oh, you're petting your cat right now. He's on your pillow. Oh, that's lovely. That sounds nice and relaxing. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Well, I have some time. Although I have to say, people always say it goes so quick. The nights are long, the years are short, or however that goes, but it's so true. Like when you're in it, you're in a situation, you're like, dear Lord, when the hell is this phase and stage going to end? When is it going to end? And then all of a sudden you're like, my kid's going to be double digits. What? My other kid's going to be 7. Huh? How'd that happen? Rad says, make sure you teach both your kids, both your boy and girl, how to cook, clean, fix their car, get a job, pay the taxes and the bills. Can you pay my bills? Can't pay my telephone bill. I don't know if you know that song. Well, here's where I'm at in life. I'm almost 43. I have friends teaching me how to cook right now. Clean, yeah. The wind again. Fix a car, can't do it, so agreed, right? But 100% they should know how to do that. Get a job, yep. Pay taxes and bills. Check. We could do this. We can make them independent human beings. Susan says, play with grandkids and have fun and go and come whenever. Oh, Jackie. Jackie said, remember when they were licking slides? I love that day. One day when my friend Jackie and I, she just had her son Mason. I had my daughter Riley. Were they 3? Maybe they were 3 years old. 4, I think maybe 3. We took them to a playground. And I remember, Jackie, I don't know if you're going to remember, there was this boy there who was a little older than our kids and just like sort of acting like a child from the woods. And I say that with all respect to, I always think about like the people I work with. Okay. I work with people who have autism, people who have delays. That wasn't this situation. I just want to be very sensitive to it. This wasn't a child that it was like just a child that you remember. Yes. When you're just oh my God. It was just this kid and the parent was just like not parenting. It was, Jackie, I don't know if you remember that, but my friend and I, we were definitely in our minds and to ourselves being a little judgy, like, could you watch your kid or whatever the kid was doing? And then we were like, what are our kids doing? And we come around and they were licking the slide. Was it the slide? Or like that plastic bubble? Whatever it was part of the playground. I almost threw up. I wanted to cut my daughter's tongue out of her mouth because I cannot handle that level of germs. And they were licking it like disgusting animals. Grandkids, that's if they have. True. Dave says, you have a crock pot. I do. Get a slow cooker cookbook and you'll be all set with cooking. This is true. I'll just go page by page by page. That's what I do. That's what I do. Come and go whenever. I know my mom comes to visit. She's like, she'll babysit the kids. She'll visit with us, but she could just come and go as she pleases. Rad says, Bree, what will you do the last day your kids live in your house? I wonder how the next day. Are you trying to make me cry? Is that what's happening? The last day my kids live in the house. It's funny because my daughter, Frankie is sort of like, he'd be ready to move out. He's kind of like, he has plans. He's going to like, oh my God, yes, we totally get. He has plans. Riley's just like, this is my house. I'm not leaving. This is where I'm going to live and live out my life. So I don't know if she's ever going to leave. I'm sure when she gets older, that will change. But she is very. Mike says we're going to have a big celebration. You'll have a party, probably. Probably have a big ass party. Do you guys know, getting back to the couches, we've had the couches for, I think, 3 weeks. She has still yet to sit on them. Some of you know what I'm talking about with that. Some of you may not. Our daughter Riley, and she will tell you, does not like or do well with change. She does not do well with change. She doesn't like change. We were getting the new couches, and she's like, please don't. Those are my couches. Those are the couches you brought me home as a baby on, and I laid on the couch. La, 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 la. So I'm like, honey, we got to get new couches. Like, we're taping our couches together. It's time. She was extremely upset and very serious about the fact that we're not getting new couches. So I said, listen, I'll cut you out a square of disgusting leather, put it in, I'll take a picture of the couches. We're getting new couches. So she's like, can you please keep a cushion? No, we're not keeping these disgusting cushions. I cut her out a piece. She put some stuffing in it from the thing, took a picture. I'm not kidding. So she said to me, fine, you can get new couches, but those will not be my couches. Kind of like when people are like, that is not my president. Those will not be my couches. I'm like, what does that even mean? She goes, I'm not sitting on them. I'm like, but they're the furniture in the living room. So we get the new couches and they're nice and comfortable. You know, the reclining, the whole bit. They're great. She's not sat on the couches, not once in 3 weeks. She'll take a chair from the dining room table, brings it into the living room. She'll take our bird's nest chair. I don't know what the heck they're called. They're kind of like that, you know, that disc. I don't know. They're really comfortable. She brings it into the living room. She is so strong-minded, strong-willed. I truly believe, I would bet money on it that my daughter will never sit on these couches. 100%, I firmly believe that, and I would put money on it. Just like almost 2 years ago, when she was eating a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich that she loved. My kid loved chicken, pork, sausage, bacon, all the things. And she was just like, tomorrow I'm going to start being a vegetarian at like 7 years old. I'm like, what? Yeah, I don't want to eat animals anymore. Hasn't had a piece of meat since. Like, she's just guarantee you, she will be 20 years old when we need new couches, and she will not have sat on those couches. It's fun. I just spit. I'm sorry. It's fun. Lisa says, I can't wait to live on my own. Yeah, wait, and Rad says, my dad plans to travel with or without my mom, and we can join if we want to. That's awesome. I feel like life's going to be hard for her. I'm sure it will. I don't know your mom, okay? But I never fully understood that connection that a parent has to their child. I'm not talking about child to parent, right? Because I always felt that with my mommy or my dad, but that connection until I had my own kids. Like, you can't possibly, right, understand it fully until you have kids, if you decide to have kids, or, people decide. But I feel like the thought of my kids driving, like the thought of them operating a vehicle that I'm not in. I mean, I don't even know if I'd do well with them operating a vehicle with me being in it, but or getting in a car that another person's driving, like one of their friends, truly makes me want to throw up. Like, the thought of that makes me sick to my stomach. Yet, when I got my license, picking up my friends, they'd pick up me. But to think that their safety would be in the hands of somebody else, I don't do well with that. So then the thought of them going away to college, I can't. I need to get through middle school first. We have another year of elementary school, and then they go to middle school. She goes to middle school, and he'll still be in elementary. But I can't even imagine giving over that sort of control. It's control. So yeah, I could imagine that would be really hard for your mom. especially if you have a close relationship with her, because I would say, and I have no problem saying it, I would definitely say that I am controlling mom. It sounds super negative. I'm definitely, when they talk about helicopter parents, I have no problem admitting that, and I'm fine with that. I'm definitely that parent that, like, her friends, ride around on bikes, and I'm like, if you want her to go, guess who else is coming? And I ride bikes with them. That's fine. I give them their space. But I will definitely be following them when they get in somebody else's car. 100% full sure following them when they get in a car with somebody. I have no problem saying that. Rad says, Bree, just remember one day you're going to have to let them grow into their self. I know. I feel like that's where a lot of parents and kids fight. I know, Rad. I know. No, I get, wait, and my mom says I could teach anyone to drive, but couldn't teach you. You had to get a driving teacher. That wasn't me. That is because, Mom, if you remember, you did teach me how to drive. You taught me how to drive stick shift. And I did really well with that. But to take the driving test, I needed to do a regular car. I don't know what that's called. And I couldn't do it because what was happening was I was driving with 2 feet because I was so used to what is that? The gas pedal, the brake. What is that other one for the clutch? Whatever. I was driving with 2 feet, gas and brake in a regular car. And my mom was like, you can't drive with 2 feet. I'm like, I need to. So I got a driving instructor. Whatever. It was fine. Mom says I'm a control freak. That's where you get it from. I guess. You know what it is? And it definitely boils down to the roots of my anxiety. I get it. I just think the world is a very dangerous place, is what it comes down to. And I know I'm going to have to let go of my kids. I know that. I just don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody else out there. I think they're all crazy and mean. Not all the people. Like, all of you are great. My friend Jackie's great. All the people that I know are pretty decent. I just think that there's a lot of sick people out there, and that's what worries me. But yeah, my daughter and I get into these fights now. She's almost 10, and we're definitely at that point where, like, she wants more independence than what I'm willing to give her. And okay. And I'll get but Mom, I can do it. You can trust me. I can take my bike and ride 4 blocks over and meet so-and-so. You can trust me. And she doesn't understand, no matter how many times I tell her, it's not that I don't trust you. I absolutely trust my daughter to make good decisions. She's my, rule follower. I just don't trust anybody else. I don't trust anybody else. That's what it is. Rad says, I've shortened your name to Rad. I hope that's okay. Oh, Susan said I have plenty of time. I know, but I'll be here quick. Rad says, my parents don't trust because when we were younger, but to let us grow into ourselves. Yep, they need to trust us with responsibilities and driving. Yeah. My mom says, I used to follow you to school hiding behind trees and cars. I know. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Everyone calls you Rad. Here I thought I was being all sorts of creative. Yeah. Susan says, I told my kids I would trust them driving, not their friends. Yeah, see, so that's the thing too. When I was younger, oftentimes I would be the designated driver because most of my friends didn't understand that concept, really. Everybody would go out and the person that was supposed to drive would be like, I'm only going to have a few, or I'm going to drink at the beginning of the night. So by the end of the night, I'll be fine. And I'm like, that's so not really what your job is. And I would always be designated driver because I didn't really like to drink a lot anyway. And B, like, I wanted to make sure everybody got home safe. And then it wasn't until I started going down here on Long Island, we have a place called Long Beach, and I had friends that lived down there. And then if we were like taking little cabs here and there, I would drink and have a good time. But when I was a little younger than that, my friends are stupid. They were all dumb. I'm sorry. If any of you watch from you were dumb. You were dumb. Not that I was like smart, but like I kind of understood the whole designated driver thing a lot better. Lisa says my mom worries too much for me when I go out. She had to know where I am all the time. I know. Mom says my phone's going to die. Can't find the charger. Good night, Mommy. I love you. Dave says because of medication I take, I was always the de facto designated driver. Right? Sometimes you're just put in that spot either because of things like medication or responsibility or whatever it is. You gotta go. Bye. Have fun at Walmart. Get some stuff that is fun. Have fun. Be careful. Driving rad. I'm gonna be a mommy to you. Be careful. You just got your license, so be careful. Not that I don't trust you. I don't trust the other people on the road. But it's true. But yeah, I would definitely like my kids not to like I want them to have fun when they go out, but I wouldn't hate it if they were always the driver. I wouldn't. I'd rather them drive their friends than have their friends drive them. Yeah. I'm going to be that mom that's just like, just call me. I'll come and get you. Okay. See, you guys are saying that's the wind. It sounds like a very deliberate movement. Susan says, I pulled up next to a car. My son was in the back seat and his friend was driving, going through the McDonald's drive. All I did was said, I'll see you at home. Wow, I don't think they ate after that. Oh my God. It's probably like, Mom, I can't believe you even spoke to me. It's so embarrassing. I don't know that your son actually talks like that, but yeah. I would say being a parent is the best. I don't want to say the best and worst. The best thing, but also the most horrifying. Horrifying is a good word, thing to go through. Truly. It just is. Because it's like you love these little human beings so much and they drive you absolutely to your breaking point. And then it's like from the moment they're born, like all you then do is worry about their well-being. It's just really exhausting in a good way. I don't know. Crazy eyes. Oh. Anywho, I did have some questions, but I think I'm going to save them. I didn't know this was going to get to be all about kids. Who knew? I had some, not would you ever, but just some fun questions, but I'm going to save them because it's almost 9:00 and I gave myself that boundary of only an hour. Susan said he's now 30 and a great dad and husband, but I tell him just wait. Yeah. Dear Lord. All I keep saying is I hope I don't screw them up too much. Frankie, excuse me. Our local news station here, News 12. So a couple of months ago, our friend Lily, who's a reporter on there, she does a segment called On the Spot. And I don't know if you guys remember me telling you that she, was Zooming it. And so she had asked if anybody wanted to be on. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And she did a little Zoom with me and, asked questions to see who gets what right, whatever. So it was on this segment. So she put a post out. Anybody have a kindergartner or a first grader who would like to be part of a special Mother's Day on the spot? I'll give you a Zoom, whatever. I'm like, yeah, Frankie will do it. He's in kindergarten. He would love to. So today he had to sit in front of the computer and Zoom with Lily, this reporter, and she asked him questions. And I kind of knew, I was like, oh, she's probably going to ask questions like, what does your mom do for a living? What do you like about your mom? Like to see what kids would say. That was funny. And Frankie said, what does your mom like to do when she's not taking care of you? And in my head, I was like, please don't say be on her phone or the computer because that's just so sad. Please don't say that. Say anything else. Like she loves to listen to music and dance and ride her bike, go on walks. She likes to go on her phone and computer. way too much. I'm like, ugh. I'm like, okay. And then she had asked, what's something that your mom does really well? I'm like, oh, good. And he's like, cook. I'm like, really? Wow. Wow. All right. Thanks. And then she said, what's your favorite thing to do with mom? And he had said, he just laughed out loud on that one, Dave. What did he say? Your favorite thing? Oh, what's your favorite thing that mom does? And he said, when she hugs me. So then I felt like I redeemed myself as a parent, that he loves when I hug him, but he thinks I'm on the phone too much. And I'm actually not on the phone too much. I really do try, and I really do schedule my like Just Breezy lives. Like right now they're upstairs, like in their beds, not asleep, but this is their time to just kind of play together on their iPads. I'm not with them then anyway. Or I'm like 7 a.m. or I record my videos when they're in school, because in the beginning I wasn't really aware too much of that. And I'm going to go out there with that. And Riley had said, Mom, I feel like Just Breezy is taking up too much of your time. So then I was like, okay, I got to change my schedule of things. So I was like, you still think I'm on my phone and my computer too much? That's sad. He is too cute. Dave, way too, oh wait, either you're laughing that I'm a good cook way too much, or I'm on my computer way too much. Either way, it's true. Anywho, all right, guys. Well, listen, it was so good to chat with you all. I hope y'all had a good Friday and a good week, and that you're gonna have a great weekend. Wish me luck on my softball game. We'll see how that goes, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay. Oh wait, Dave says no. I'm laughing that Frankie said you're on the phone way too much. Really not. Really not. I mean, I don't think I am. Obviously, he thinks I am. I gotta curb it, I guess. Thanks, Lisa. All right. Good night, y'all. Thanks for joining. Goodbye.